your 2014 champion, Stephanie Howe.
Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Ryan Sands before the 2015 Western States 100. Welcome back, Ryan.
Thanks, yeah.
This is your third go at the race?
Yes, so looking forward to it.
You've got a second place, a fifth place.
Yes.
How high are you aiming this time?
So I think first things first is always just to finish the race.
Yeah.
But obviously I'd love to do one better than 2012 and get a first place. Came so close in 2012 and last year yeah, it was quite a rough year for me. So yeah, hoping for a good run this year. I've prepped pretty specific for the race, so quite excited.
How is your fitness and racing coming up to the last couple of months?
Yeah, I haven't done much racing at all. I went out and did Transvolcania, which didn't go too well. I wasn't feeling great and ended up dropping out. But in hindsight, I don't think that was a bad thing. I was able to get straight back into training for Western States, which is my kind of main goal for the first half of this year. So I've been up in Big Bear. I got a good block of training in. So
you've been in Sierra Nevada specifically training.
Yeah.
Have you been, obviously you've been on this course a couple times and know the sort of mix of terrain.
Yes.
Were you just playing in the mountains, or did you do some flatter, faster stuff as well?
No, I definitely try to get some flatter, faster stuff in. I think Western States is quite a specific race. I definitely felt last year I'd done a lot more mountainous stuff before, and I definitely felt I kind of lacked that kind of speed on the flatter sections. So I've worked quite a bit on that the first half of the year. So yeah, we'll see on Saturday.
How about now that you've had a couple goes at the race, has your planning and nutrition and gear and all that changed over the years, or has it stayed more or less the same?
If anything, I think I've just tried to simplify it this year. In some ways, it's quite like a fast 100-miler.
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to overcomplicate the nutrition, just kind of basically go on the gels and stuff like that. Just really easy stuff to get down. It's obviously going to be fairly hot on the day. I think last year I had too much variety, and you kind of come into an aid station, you like kind of trying to think of what to choose with this time. And then also it's not ideal for your stomach to have loads of different things to digest. So
did you have different flavor gels, or did you like gels and blocks and real food?
And real food and chocolates and no, it was just too much.
So this time, just gels.
Yeah, just keep it simple and a couple of blocks.
And how about gear? I mean, you just plan to go with what you start with basically the whole way in terms of shoes and clothing and.
Yeah, that's the plan. Obviously, I'll have a backup pair of shoes in case maybe after the river. I don't think I'll change shoes, but you never know. I think gear is kind of the standard gear. I think it's pretty important to obviously you want to acclimatize the heat, but I think also on the day, just your heat management is pretty crucial for the race. So obviously trying to keep as cool as possible and using ice buffs and getting lots of water on my head and stuff like that.
So does that mean you'll still wear a racing vest, or no? No,
I'll stick to the racing vest. Yeah.
You will, even with the heat.
Yeah.
Now why is that? 'Cause I mean, like in theory, it sort of could trap more heat, and it's an extra layer or two.
I'll wear the Sense vest, which is fairly light, so there's a lot of movement. I have quite a big one, so I think if you wear it, then it's quite nice.
It holds the water a little bit,
sort of, and it kind of keeps you cool.
And you can carry the water more comfortably as well.
Yeah.
I mean, how much water do you think you'll carry at any given time? Like the longer stretches between aid stations, will you really stock up?
No, I'll just kind of as usual, like nothing more than a liter. But sorry, when you're talking about vest, sorry, I'm going to use handhelds. I thought you meant a vest top. So I'll do what I normally do, the handhelds or the soft floss in my hands. I think a vest gets too hot.
Oh, okay. Sorry, we got confused there. But I was going to say,
I
know a lot of your Solomon teammates almost always run with vests.
Okay.
But
I prefer the bottles. Yeah. Also, like sometimes you only need one bottle to an aid station. So it's pretty cool about this race that the aid stations are pretty well stocked and quite close together here.
Yeah. The only thing this year is there's not going to be a whole lot of water along the course to cool off with. Yeah. As in some of the snowier years.
Yeah.
But fitness-wise, you think you're on?
Yeah, I hope so. Obviously, like 100 miles is a long way. Anything can happen. Training can go perfectly and everything can go according to plan. And it's basically you got to put it together on race day. So I'd like to think I can. Like as I said, I had a really good block of training, being able to focus, and I think this will probably be like my last crack at Western States. Like I love the race and it holds a really special place for me. But there's also so many other races out there that I want to do. So I'm definitely pretty focused, and as I've said, I've put a lot of effort into like preparing specifically for this race. So yeah, I'm hoping for a good one on Saturday.
Now, what say at the end of May, what was a week of your training looking like? Like, what's your volume of training and what kind of workouts?
I probably wasn't doing much more than like 15-hour weeks. I think I picked up glandular fever at the end of last year, mononucleus.
Mononucleosis, yeah.
Yes. So yeah, I think it made me realize that I had a really big first half of last year, and I think it took its toll on my system. And been running ultras for a while now, so I think I can get away with doing a little bit less training and a bit more quality stuff. So generally kind of getting at least 1 to 2 long runs in a week, with kind of some tempo running in during the long runs, and then 1 to 2 or probably at least 2 good like quality sessions, and with some hill repeats or kind of a bit of speed work. But at the same time also not kind of burying myself in the quality sessions, otherwise it kind of takes you 4 or 5 days to recover. So just trying to keep it consistent, but really focusing on recovery. I think it's just so important to.
So what do you do to focus on recovery?
Just really stay in tune with your body. Like obviously kind of try and follow a set training program, but if you feel you're kind of feeling a bit beat up that week, then really just step off the gas or kind of cancel a session or two. It's pretty tough, like doing that. You kind of feel like you're slacking, but I think now I think it's just so important to listen to your body, and I'd rather start the race kind of 40% undertrained than 2% overtrained.
So sometimes skipping a day is better than getting that extra workout in. Yeah,
for sure. Definitely, like in Big Bear, I skipped a couple of sessions here or there, just with the altitude. Also, it kind of takes a little bit longer to recover. So I've tried to be really careful, and yeah, I'll see if that.
And in terms
works.
of sleep, what do? Do you really focus on that? Do you take any naps or?
I mainly just try to do like one sleep at night. Try to get a good 8 hours sleep in, if possible, a little bit longer. But normally it's about 8 hours. I find if I nap in the afternoon, I either can't get up or I don't sleep at night. So yeah.
Gotcha. Well, best of luck out there this weekend, and
thanks so
enjoy
much.
the course.
Yeah, thanks. Looking forward to it.